Hello guys, so welcome to tonight's show. My name is Nachooks and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, and we'll start with tonight's show. Okay, so I think I don't do in press conference today. So they ask him plenty questions. So one of the questions when they ask him now about Bukayo Saka, we will say knows everybody want to know whether Saka they available or like now. In fact, that be the first question. All the media they are interested based on that tackle with Davis, the player of Ipswich who collect red card, give Bukayo Saka. So now the first question was on Bukayo Saka's fitness. He said we have to wait and see how Saka reacts after the session, but it's nothing too serious. Now on whether Saka will play tomorrow against Crystal Palace, he say if we want play him, if he play him, I think he would have a good chance to play tomorrow. Make I no lie for you, I said that he play that guy. Yes, Saka no go to play like 90 minutes, but whether I no go play him, I go dey surprise. But ideally, if Namibia Teta, ideally rest Saka, play Waneri, may Waneri start the match. Then depending on how the match they go, if maybe in the first half we first score one, score two, then why play Saka? Like I don't see any reason. Highest is maybe 10 minutes to go. Just throw me. That the way me I did see him, you get. But if maybe things don't go well and here I will understand and let I want to play Saka. Because for me, I would say no starter. Yes, for me, the still without Bukayo Saka, I still think we have enough firepower to beat this Crystal Palace. First leg, maybe 500 job. So I still believe we can beat them. But now Teta get the final say. Now on Ricardo Calafiori and Jorginho's fitness, he said yes, Ricardo Calafiori is out and Jorginho as well. For Jorginho, I think unfortunately it will be a few weeks. In fact, for Jorginho, we'll just carry on from mind say Jorginho, the season will end because how many games remain? When you are about to be out for a few weeks, I'm talking about 2-3 weeks. Baba, I don't think say you get any one reason for Jorginho. On whether he would rather have 6 days off after the first game or not. He said, well, it's what we have. Let's take the opportunity. First of all, earn the rights to win the game tomorrow against a really good side that have a really good record away from home as well. After that, we'll have time to prepare the game. You know, so I be telling Atoxi, after the game against Crystal Palace, we have like 6-7 days before we meet PSG. We get enough time to rest. Which surprisingly, I don't know how that thing happened again. So as a calendar day like that, I just did very happy. Say yes, our boys get time to rest because PSG boys on the rest, but they don't win the league already. Coach know they risk all those Dembele, Gravachella. In fact, for the last match they win, Dembele was rested. He didn't even play that match. Now, on whether that gap will play a part in the team selection, it's a year. We have more days. The amount of options that we have is not that many, especially because of where some of the players are coming and the amount of minutes. Now, on experimenting without Thomas Partey, it's a year. Well, the reason for it was because Thomas wasn't available to start the game at the end. We decided not to even play him because he wasn't feeling particularly well. So we have some options. We have the opportunity to experiment, and we have all these as well. Not say the last match Partey no play, so everybody talking that because they try to see how life without Partey will be against PSG first leg. So I think that when they clarify, I'll say even the Partey itself in no way. That's why it be like I know we say we just purposely, but whether I like, I think I already know. Now on whether any updates for Partey contract, you say well, no be me na go ask Andrea Beretta. I go ask. Now on Liverpool getting ready to celebrate based on say Virgil van Dijk, you don't talk say they go do watch party. All of them go watch Arsenal match. If we lose that match, Liverpool don't win the league. So Tottenham Hotspur go dey saddled with the responsibility of giving this Liverpool guard of honor. So I think I say, see, our business, our incentive is to win our game and do our best to continue with the round that we are in right now. The rest we cannot control. On whether he likes winding up the position, no, normal level, I think I talked that one. Now, away from that, on another question, on whether Gabriel Martinelli's contribution has been overlooked, it is certainly not by us. When you look at the consistency shown over the last few years, the amount of goals he has scored at his age, and the contribution to a big club like Arsenal, it's not easy at all. So I think he's on the right path. He's a fantastic player to work with. His work ethic, his understanding, the desire to play every minute of every competition. That's the kind of characters and leaders that we want in the team. And I'm very, very happy with him. You get no be lie because Martinelli no lie. The guy they do so well. Now on our 5-1 win over Palace in December, you see, to get a result like this in the Premier League, you have to do a lot of things right. We have to try to replicate those things that we did. But again, as I said, it's a really difficult opponent. When you look at the games, what they have done away from home, especially as well as against certain opposition, impressive. So tomorrow we are going to have to be really good to beat Crystal Palace. On the temptation to rest everybody ahead of PSG, see this question, many people want to make Arteta as like this now, make them rest players. You get so much rest players because the company that say our mind don't they fixated on that PSG game, but Arteta has a different take to resting players ahead of PSG. Now he said we cannot think like that. I think when the players are fit and they are available and they want to play, they have to play. And they are at their best when they are playing and they have consistency in their performances. And physically they are good. Emotionally they are good. Their understanding and their rhythm and the way they make decisions is at their best. And that's why we need the players. If they are not available, there's no discussion. And if they are not in good condition to perform, we are not going to play them. And if they are in good condition to perform, we are going to play them. I know so many Arsenal fans who will like this answer way Arteta answer, but I think that they look at in terms of play them to continue the momentum and build their fitness level. Like for Bukayo Saka now, I think that they look in terms of building fitness. People forget like 2-3 weeks ago, Saka said they like he would think about whether he will come back or whether he will come back. But here he is now, building his fitness with every game that comes by. Now, they could ask another person and say, on whether left back will be Miles Kelly's position for the rest of his career. I think that say I wouldn't go that far. I think for now, and what is providing to the team and the needs that we have now and the role that we have as fullback, probably yes. But he stepped in midfield the other day and it looked very, very comfortable. He's played his whole career in midfield and is good. Another player that can play different positions at the highest level. So I think I said the guy could play like 4 different roles. Now, on whether he could play in central midfield to replace Thomas Partey, yes. He can play as an 8, he can play as a 6. He's played there before, many times, and he has the quality to do that. Now, on Saka getting up to speed so quickly after injury, he say that's what we are hoping for. See, might just move to the next one. On if he'd like Bukayo Saka to sign a new deal in the summer, yeah, when the time comes, we'll have those conversations, and I'm sure the club is very much on top of it. I think Bukayo Saka has been very clear what his intentions are because Saka really loves Arsenal and he wants to stay here for many years to come. Now I know be lying, nobody they argue. Now, away from that. Alright, so as you can see on the screen, this is the picture of Arsenal players training at the Sober Reality Training Center. They really prepare hard for Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, I think they have a semi-final match in the cup ahead, like 4 days time. So then furious player again because I know in a part of the team say their coach Oliver Glasner. So instead the team can because Baba talk say this match they won't play now. Say now like Champions League week. Oliver Glasner, according to Sky Sports, he said he will treat Wednesday's night trip to Arsenal like any other Premier League game, despite it's coming just 4 days before their Saturday's FA Cup semi-final game against Aston Villa at Wembley. And that match is like a bigger game for them. So, speaking in an exclusive interview with Sky Sports following his press conference on Tuesday afternoon, he said, we will approach it like every single game in the Premier League. Now, away from that, so Baba Conde explains, see, Arsenal struggled a little bit when they had many injuries and now they are very strong and this is their crunch time in the Champions League. They can achieve something special. It looks like the league will go to Liverpool, but they are really playing well. They beat Real Madrid twice, Arsenal. And with their recent results in games, they are in fantastic shape. For us as a club, it is our Champions League now. We play the Champions League semi-finalist, which is Arsenal. And after that one, for the match they will play for Wembley, they will come play the quarter-final Champions League finalists, who are Aston Villa, who beat PSG. So for them, they're very easy. You get, although Baba can concede say that the reason say they go need to rest some players, but he will not be tempted into heavy squad rotation. So when you read the entirety of this Sky Sports report, you find out that Oliver Glasner conceded that they will do like maybe 2, 3, 4 rotation, not like maybe 8, 9. No. So in as much as they are keeping one eye and looking at the match they will play for Wembley, but not seeing a total like major rotation. Even today, we dey say Edin Ketia they go start them against us. I say today, tomorrow, Wednesday, they will start Edin Ketia against us. So Mateta might be rested for Aston Villa because they don't want to make anything injury do the guy, like they don't want to hear story, and I totally understand that mindset. Now, away from that, let's read the message from one of our sponsors, Mr. Anayo, who's a real estate agent. He has 14 plots of land for sale at Nora Scott Luxury Estate, Ohia Igbelun, Rubber Estate, back of airports, Nabara Eche, local government area of River State. So for this 14 plots of land, 6 plots did together, 4 plots did together, 3 plots did together, and 1 standalone. And it's 1.2 million per plot. So if you're interested in this piece of property, you can call Mr. Anayo on 08032765227, 08119329922. Like I said, if you're interested, do give him a call. Now, away from that, we're going to get updates from Fabrizio Romano that Manchester United are interested in Osimhen, and there is no agreement for now. So for all those who don't say as it be now, say maybe Manchester United already signed with Osimhen, they've gotten him already. There is no atom of truth to that. So we don't get from the horse's mouth. Romano will say the interest is there, but that there is an agreement, not lie. I think that thing trended yesterday on social media. So Baba Talk said United are waiting to know whether them themselves will qualify for the Champions League or not before they can understand how much will be spent in their quest to get a striker like Osimhen. So if they win the Europa League, that's an automatic ticket to qualify to the Champions League. So if they do not qualify for the Champions League, they don't qualify for Europa League, they don't qualify for UEFA Europa Conference League, will Osimhen join a club that is not in Europe? A club that has no European, like you get as it be now. So I don't really know. Your guess is as good as mine, but let's just wait and see what happens at the end of the day. Now, Chris Whitley tells us that Jorginho may not play again this season after picking up that injury. Remember, Arteta confirmed that he's going to be out for some weeks, maybe 2-3 weeks. We don't really know. So I think I concur with this line of thoughts that Jorginho may not play for us anymore this season. Now, according to Football London, Arsenal have been alerted to Watkins' frustration. So when you check, you will see say Arsenal really like this Oli Watkins. Remember, they almost signed this guy last summer, the last transfer window, but you know really work as that was in January. Now, based on what that happened for Aston Villa, Rashford they bench Watkins now. As we speak now, Manchester City and Aston Villa are playing right now, and when you look at the lineup, you find out that Rashford is the lead striker, Watkins is on the bench. And I would make people like Aston Villa know they very, very happy. Even like 14 minutes, Man City already did 1 goal up. Even when you look at the Man City lineup, you know really that formidable. So they've got their fullbacks. Matthew Nunes is playing fullback. O'Reilly is playing fullback. So this type of thing, then they make Watkins the vex. Say, why would they play Rashford over me? You will be saying, maybe the number 9 original. You get, this guy Duran don't come out. That means supposed to be enjoy now. Yet I know still they enjoy. So I don't know, maybe at the end of the season, maybe Arsenal will come back for this Oli Watkins and try to see how they can get him. I don't really know. Let's just see how it turns out. Now, Espanyol manager now admits that his £20 million star could leave after agreeing terms with Arsenal. So Garcia, people forget, Garcia already accepts personal terms with Arsenal. Now just the fee with the club. Now what no really make the deal go through. When you look beneath the headline, they say despite Arsenal have a seismic UEFA Champions League clash against PSG on the horizon, recruitment work is still happening in the background. Andrea Berta, who is the new director of football at the Emirates Stadium, has been busy since his appointment was announced in March. Now, Manolo Gonzalez concedes that Joan Garcia could leave Espanyol. TBR understands Arsenal actually agreed personal terms with Garcia last summer after selling Ramsdale to Southampton. We all know this. Now, this is one of the reasons why Arsenal want to get this Joan Garcia. Joan Garcia has gotten 3 man of the match performances in a row in La Liga, and the best goal prevented record in La Liga this season is his. This is one of the reasons Arsenal want to sign this player. Yeah, so for me, I really want the guy to come in. Who says Garcia cannot usurp Raya? Who says it's impossible? But nothing like impossible. Anything can happen. Yeah, so may your mind it. Now, like I told you, for this match we won't play tomorrow, Oliver Glasner makes sad Eddie Nketiah admission ahead of Arsenal return. According to him, so Eddie Nketiah just did somewhat unlucky. He never really played much game. He gets Mateta, they start almost everything. But say the match they go play tomorrow in this Arsenal, Nketiah could have his first start. Why they won't start in Nketiah against Arsenal? Based on saying come on for Arsenal in some type of circumstances where we say you don't really like. So then if you say that thing will fuel am, will give her that incentive to perform against Arsenal. That's why they won't start Eddie Nketiah, but no issue. We will try to see how we will put the guy for inside pockets. That one same thing. All right, my dear Arsenal brothers, we'll give a message from another of our sponsor, Mobile Wealth Associates and Co. Limited. So they're into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shore protection works. They're also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, you can call them on +234 80 6464 2234. They're located at number 7 Ekeni Road, Orazi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of the services, do reach out to them. So I thought I don't give us updates about Bukayo Saka. That Saka is okay, that he might even start tomorrow. So I think that one go allay all our fears on Bukayo Saka not being fit. If I could have my way, I would say Ethan Nwaneri should start against Crystal Palace. Then depending on how the match goes, Bukayo Saka can come in or not come in. So depending. All right, my dear Arsenal lovers, I think it's a fine place for us to call the show an end. So I come your way tomorrow morning to give you the morning news. So then thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your night. Have a good night. I'm like, all right, guys. Ciao.